All right, people, we are back. It's D King's World, baby. Fight week. It is March 4th, Thursday, March 4th. UFC 259 is this Saturday, March 6th. And this card is stacked from top to bottom, bro. There's 15 fights. If everything goes correctly, from the early prelims to the very last fight of the main card, the main event, there's 15 fights. So, and they're all stacked. Also, I just want to say real quick, if you want the full audio form of this episode, man, go on Anchor. I uploaded it. It's just pure, strictly audio. I don't think you can upload video on there. I just started messing back with that because I noticed I had a bunch of plays, not a bunch of plays, but I had some plays on there from one episode that I uploaded, and that's with zero promotion, zero, like, even attempting to, like, put anything on it or anything like that. So I figured, hey, it's another platform, maybe get some eyes. I just saw the percentages. It was like 75% America, 5% or 10% Germany, 5% Ireland. You know what I mean? So I thought that was kind of cool that it gave a breakdown of where the views come from. And so I just decided, hey, let's just put it up there. It's another platform. You know what I mean? Anyways, let's kick this card off. Like I said, the whole audio version from top to bottom is on the Anchor app. I'll put the link in the description for you so you can get with that. But I just want to touch on this main card because this main card is stacked, bro. Like the main card kicks off with Thiago Santos, Alexander Rakic. As we both know, Alexander Racic's coming off a win over Anthony Smith, where he kind of just smothered him. He kind of smothered Anthony Smith. I think he did that to make a point, like, I'm not just this stand-up dude that can whoop your ass on the feet. I can also take you to the ground and control you and dominate you there, because that's what he did to Anthony Smith in 3 rounds. He dominated. I think it was a main event, and it was one of those main events that was 3 rounds, I believe. But yeah, he dominated Anthony Smith. And Thiago Santos is coming off that loss to Glover Teixeira, where he kind of blew his wad twice, had Glover hurt twice, and then kind of just blew his wad and gassed out, and then I think he got rear naked, or was it guillotine? It was one of those. I know he got tapped out in like the 3rd round because he had Glover twice, hurt twice. I think in the 1st round once, in the 2nd round, and then he just blew it and he was just gassed out and done. So I'm interested in seeing if Thiago's going to come out, take his time, pick his shots, or if he's just going to come out explosive. And I'm also interested in maybe if Alexander's going to try to take him down, mix it up, mix in shots with the stand-up. He's an explosive fighter on the feet too, so it could just be a stand-up explosive war. I'm just interested in seeing what kind of fight plays out with those two. You know what I mean? It can go either way. I just know that's a very explosive fight and a great way to kick off the 259 card. And then the second fight we have is Islam Makhachev, Drew Dober, which is a great fight. I love this fight. I know Islam has a lot of hype behind him. I know DC is championing him like he's like the next Khabib. He can take over for Khabib, and, you know, Khabib steps out, Islam checks in, you know, but don't sleep on Drew Dober, man. Drew Dober's his hands are dumb nice. He's all around pretty good, and he can knock you out. Remember that fight? It was at UFC 246 when he was fighting Nasrat, whatever that. What was his name? It was Nasrat. It was definitely Nasrat. Yeah, he knocked him out, man. Everybody thought that Nasrat's good, and he was looking cool in his debut, I think. And they were like, whoa, this guy. I think he trains. I don't want to say. I don't remember for sure. I thought he trained with like Faraz Sahabi or something. I might be bugging though. I might straight be bugging. But yeah, man, in 2020 he beat Alexander Hernandez and he beat Nasrat Haqparast or whatnot. But anyways, people were thinking Drew Dober was like that guy was gonna beat Drew Dober then, and Drew Dober slept him. And it's like, you know, and then Drew Dober also slept Alexander Hernandez. So it's like, don't sleep on this fool's hands, man. He could put you out. I'm interested in seeing if Islam just runs through him, you know, takes him down. Islam is great all around, so I'm interested in seeing what happens with that fight as well. And then, of course, we have the first title bout of the night, Petr Yan and Aljamain Sterling. I love this fight. Because, like, styles make fights, man. Petr Yan, I knew when he first came in the league, I was like, bro, this fool's something special, bro. I remember telling my brother that, like, bro, this dude is special. He's going to be something real special in the future. And then, boom, happens to become the champ. You know what I'm saying? I swear I be having the eye for this shit. I be pointing it out, you know what I mean? Anyways, yeah, I'm interested because his boxing is really good. And I know he's Russian, so I feel like all Russians have good wrestling and a good wrestling background. So I'm wondering if he'll be able to stop the takedowns from Aljamain Sterling. Will Aljamain be able to take him down? Also, maybe Aljamain will mix it up on the feet because Aljamain's an awkward stand-up fighter. Like, he throws a lot of kicks and quirky things, so it's like he might mix it up. Maybe Peter Yan will try to take a page out of Marlon Moraes' book when Aljo leans, because Aljo leans a lot and throws crazy kicks and punches and shit. So maybe he leans, throws up a kick, tries to knock him the same way Marlon did. It's a real interesting fight. It's a real interesting stylistic matchup. I would love for Aljamain to come up and get this belt, though. I can't lie, bro. I would really love that to happen, man. For real. He deserves it. He's a fucking killer. Hasn't lost since Marlon Moraes, I believe. I think that was his last loss, and he's just been whooping fools. And that was probably in 2017, because I was in Fresno. I saw that fight live. Let me see. Yep, that was 2017. Yeah, so look. He beat Augusto Mendez. He beat Renan Barao. Lost to Marlon. Then he beat Brett Johns. What happened to Brett Johns? Then he beat Cody Stamen. Then he beat Jimmy Rivera. Then he beat Pedro Munoz. Then he beat Corey Sandhagen last year, and now he's fighting Peter Yan for the title. So like, that's a great resume, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to Aljamain Sterling. I wish the best for him. Regardless, I just want a great fight. I'm pretty sure it will turn out to be a great fight as long as everybody makes weight and does what they're supposed to. And then we got the co-main event. Amanda Nunes and Megan Anderson. Now, of course, Amanda just had a baby, and I heard, I fucking heard in the streets. She's basically saying it's a newfound, she's never felt love like this before. I'm curious to see if it's a motivator or, because some people, not saying that that's with her, but some people like get motivated with children. Like Donald had a rampage when he first had his son. Some people like lose a little that killer, thing when they have babies also, so I'm interested in seeing how that plays out. Amanda Nunes, sorry about that. Amanda Nunes is a killer, so I'm just curious to see how this plays out, if it's a new motivator for her. Megan Anderson, on the other hand, because Megan Anderson is 6 feet tall. She's a featherweight, 6 feet tall. I truly believe if Megan could like master her distance and her range, I think she could beat anyone. Because she's 6 feet tall. If she was able to have a nasty jab or like front T kicks or spinning back kicks, like spinning heel kicks, like, bro, like she could be so scary because she's so long. Nobody could get in on her. Have tremendous takedown defense and then have a nasty jab and like knees and like uppercuts, like things that can mess up wrestlers. You know what I'm saying? If she could master that, her striking like that and her distance, I think Megan can beat anyone. That's my opinion. But I feel like this is going to play out the same way it played out when Amanda fought Jermaine Durandame. Stand up with her, take her down, boom. Mix. I think Amanda's going to do that because Amanda's not a dummy and she won't entertain your strongest suit, which is striking for Megan. So it's like, I think Amanda's a smart person when it comes to fighting. I mean, she's the champ. She's one of the greatest of all time. Period. Man, woman, whatever. She's one of the greatest of all time. You can't disprove that shit. You know what I mean? Like, champ defending both, bro. Come on, bro. She doesn't get nearly enough credit. She gets credit, but she doesn't get nearly enough. She's pound for pound shit up there, bro, with the men. Like, how is she not? She's the only person defending both titles. You know what I mean? I just wish Amanda got the most respect, like a lot more respect. She gets a lot of respect. People know she's a killer, but I wish she got all the respect. You know what I mean? Anyways, yeah, I love that fight. I love that fight. I just don't think Megan's quite there yet, And then, of course, we have the main event, Yamblehovich and Izzy Adesanya, which I'm back and forth on all the time. I love that fight. And plus it's a smaller octagon because it's in the apex, so it's a smaller octagon, creates more action for bigger people. It's a lot harder to not have action when you're, light heavyweights in a smaller octagon. I think it's 10 feet smaller all across the board, you know what I mean? So that's interesting. That's a factor. And then Izzy's saying he's going to weigh in around 198, 200. You know, he said he doesn't even want to come into the fight over 200 pounds. So it's like, I believe him. I think he's telling the truth with that. Jan said he likes to weigh in at 205, but he likes to fight around 219, 220 at the most. He said he feels the greatest at that weight. So it's an interesting fight. I think Izzy said he wants to finish him in the first 2 rounds. I don't know. I'm curious to see what kind of Jan comes out. If he takes his time, you know what I mean? Because Izzy was saying he thinks he's going to come out like Robert Whittaker, you know, just like a monster and savage, try to kill him. I don't necessarily think that's the case with Jan. I don't think Jan comes out like that ever. Jan's boxing and kickboxing is like crisp, real beautiful combos, nasty hooks, nice kicks, brutal hard kicks, leg kicks, brutal body kicks. I'm curious to see if he tries to put Izzy on the cage and weigh on him, since, you know, it's an upper weight class. Izzy's coming for the light heavyweight title. I'm curious to see if Jan puts his weight on him, tries to hang on him, try to, you know, slow him down. You know, kind of how like John Jones did DC, hung on him a lot and tired him out. Same with how he did Gustafsson in the first fight, hung on him a lot, you know, try to tire him out. I'm curious to see if Jan's going to try that game. And then see what kind of Izzy comes out. If he's going to be out, of course he's going to be countering. He's going to be waiting. But here's the thing. You have to beat the champ. You're the challenger. You're not the champ here. You're the challenger. So you have to go after it. You know what I mean? So Jan might sit back and wait and try to counter as well. It could be a real tactical striking match, which I'm very excited for. And also, we've seen Izzy fight at heavyweight. Not in the UFC, but in kickboxing. Pretty sure he fought at heavyweight. So, but we've also seen Izzy get knocked out by a nasty left hook. And guess who has a deadly, very deadly left hook? Yamblehovich. Polish power, baby. Polish pride. And the Polish people have a huge community, man, when it comes to MMA. You know, they have like one of the biggest arenas like out there, I think in Poland, like fills up crazy arena full of people. Like MMA is huge in Poland, I think, right now. Anyways, man, I love this card. And then let's not forget the last free card, the last free fight on the card on the prelims is Dominick Cruz, Casey Kenny. A fantastic fight between a young gun, up and comer, versus the OG legend Dominick Cruz. It's a great fight. It's a huge fight. Important fight for both of them. Important fight for Dominick because it's to show like he's still here. You know what I mean? Like people might think Dominick's one of my favorites of all time, bro. His footwork is second to none. His foot, first off, no one moves like Dominick Cruz. If you saw a silhouette of somebody moving the way Dominick Cruz does, you'd easily be able to point him out, like, because no one else has that footwork in like the up and down, back and forth angles that Dominick Cruz has. Nobody has that shit. So I love that fight too. So that's a great way to kick to end right before the pay-per-view card. So yeah, man. Anyways, man, I'm out of here. I will get with y'all tomorrow. I got something dope coming tomorrow morning for sure, 100% too. This time I'm not bullshitting. It's in regards to next week. So I got something coming tomorrow morning. We'll get it done. I'll post it next week, like probably midweek, right before the weigh-ins. Do another video on the weigh-ins. But it's here. It's not. I'm not bullshitting. It was pushed back multiple times because just because of circumstance and things that happened. But it was always gonna happen. Eventually, it just things got in the way for quick seconds. I went to the snow last weekend. Shit wasn't announced the week prior to that. So we were just waiting for the right time. Tomorrow's the right time. We talked about it last night, which was Wednesday night. Tomorrow will be Friday morning. We'll get it done. I'll post probably a little teaser tomorrow as well, and then I'll post the full thing next week, fight week. You know what I mean? But I'll definitely get with y'all tomorrow because tomorrow's weigh-ins. I want to make sure everybody makes weight and touch on that. And then, yeah, man, that's it. So, like I always say, man, just hit the subscribe button. Definitely tap that notification bell so then when this video is uploaded, you'll be notified right away. Yeah, man, give me a comment or two. Give me that like. Give me the traffic. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna post this everywhere. Like I said, I'll post the Anchor link in the description. I'll post my Instagram link in the description, man. I'm out of here, man. Peace.